Two sections. Good heavens. I gotta see, you gotta bring him back on. Never easy. Sorry about that, guys. I'm bringing him back on. This is just maybe, again, it's just a load of service providers and bandwidth being used. Okay. Yeah, this is, yeah. I'm gonna have to just have it in 2 seconds. I mean, there's just, unfortunately, there's just being, there's just so much, it's just, the internet is just so loaded right now.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, but anyway,
Also,
yeah, we're on Lameco, yeah.
I just also wanted to clarify, I'm not a certified instructor, so I'm just a representative, especially
Yeah,
for Guru Dino, Guru
yeah,
Ario.
yeah,
So I just wanted to make sure that, Guru Dave and any of the other Lameco instructors, senior men, SOG guys, realize that. Like I said, I'm just
sure. Yeah,
speaking in behalf, and I wanted to talk about lineage and, father and son handing down and stuff like that.
yeah, no worries. I mean, again, it's just, so let's, we can, definitely on that. So what we're gonna do is we're kind of, at the halfway. So, what I was thinking is, because I know we got the demo and all that, but before we get into that, is there within the system, what do you, for yourself point of view, what do you like best as far as like, I mean, let's go with weapon choice.
Hmm.
I mean,
Machetes. I love machetes. I love,
so
you know what? I love machetes, but I think about, I was in construction. I was it was a line construction. Like Guru Dave, believe his dad was a lineman, and that's kind of how we got in a good conversation. Because I
yeah,
was a lineman, I got injured many times,
yeah,
and so I always thought about like this: if you're in the street or you're at a job site and you get in a beef or somebody tries to attack you, you're not thinking about, you're not going to have machetes on you. You're not going to have whatever on you. You're going to have whatever tools may come. A hammer. So what I like to do, I like to use those tools. I like to train with some hammers, like some machete, like Home Depot machetes. And I have traditional weapons and and
yeah,
this stuff. But I always want to kind of come back to training to what's surrounding me.
yeah. Okay, fair enough.
So
So,
it's like good.
yeah. So is it fair to say then, as far as the edge weapons, that obviously then you're a fan of the Mako, as as far as the subsystem of Illustrisimo? That would be fair.
I'm sorry. Repeat. I'm sorry. Repeat
As
that.
far as the subsystem of Mako, one of the systems of Mako, I mean, is it fair to say that now, obviously you got to love Illustrisimo system thus
Oh,
far? Then.
absolutely. Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean that was the great thing about being introduced to Guru Ariel and Guru Dino and everybody else I've gotten I've had the honor to learn under.
yeah,
You know, yeah. I mean, especially when I was talking to you about limited mobility with you know at times I don't have good rotation, so I have to kind of improvise, and then that's when I watch like if I watch YouTube videos of Grandmaster Elustrissimo, Master Ricketts,
yeah,
and Master Diego, and like you watch how they move, and then in a stand up position, you have to learn to fight the best in that stand up position because I just can't go to the ground like I had. So my practice is to try to stay up the best I can by any means, any weapon,
yeah, yeah,
because I'm 44. I'm not standing up and getting ready to box anybody. I'm too old for that.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know, I'm not scrapping with anybody. If you're going to attack me, or if I feel you're going to attack me, there's not going to be any discussion. I'm not putting my hands up. I'm just going at it. It's just I'm not just going at it. You know what I mean?
so,
And that
but
was just, you know,
so then, what do they stress now within their what they teach you? Like, do they stress the illustrational aspect?
I get I get a little bit here. I get a little bit of this. I also train with Manawi Systems International with Guru Ariel, so um, I get a nice view of the different arts that of my the lineage of my teachers.
Yeah. Okay.
So, like I said, I get a little bit here, I get a little bit there, and you know it evolves.
Yeah.
So the longer I get to learn under my Guru Ariel, Guru Dino, and then whoever else I get access to, this is just building for me. Like I said, for
Sure,
me,
sure.
to me, the title thing, attaining titles and all this stuff isn't as important as being part of the lineage and passing down the
Yeah,
lineage.
yeah, yeah. No, understood. Understood. Yeah, yeah. No, yeah, I'm with you on that. So what, as far as, like, and I know, um, you did some time, like, I know you went to go see Dave and all that.
Yeah,
What can, now, again, that good, bad, and different. I'm more for the viewers, just curious as they're both being Lameco instructors,
yeah,
the compare and contrast, like, were there different approaches or,
yeah. I look at it this way. This is the original guys. uh, For me, learning under them is Guru Dave has his experience, and he's going to teach his way. But it's the part of Pununguru that comes, Pununguru Edgar Salite and Master Ricketts, or whatever my teachers, it comes out of them. And I feel like when I train with, if I trained with Guru Dave, Guru Arya, Guru Dino, Guru Bud, Guru Bang, I get a piece of Pununguru,
yeah,
because I never got to meet him. So
right, same
with
here.
that, I get to experience a little bit of who Pununguru was. So that's the appeal the most. That's the love. You
Yeah,
know, that's,
yeah,
you know, I think it's not just about the training, it's about the stories. It's about the information, like, things that I wouldn't really say, I couldn't say to you because, these are things that are said to me in private. And,
sure.
that's for me, and I'm sure you've experienced conversations like that also. And that's the great
Yeah,
thing about this. And it's like, you get to learn who Pununguru was. You get to learn who Grandmaster Illustrissimo was, or Master Diego, or, you know, whoever,
oh,
so that's the great thing about having that experience with everybody, learning those stories, and getting that experience through them.
yeah, no, no. I mean, so what? I mean, far as like the curriculum that you're on there, I mean, is it? I mean, are you doing like is the beginning? Is it a lot of hand engagement? Or is that stress to you as far as perception and reaction? The hand. I mean, like I guess as far as like the training is concerned and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah. I mean, it's like we were talking about, like with trying to. I don't want to. Don't want to say too much. But yeah, how can I say this? Guru. Each of them has that specialty, I should say.
Yeah,
So that's the part you see. One will be one of my teachers will be more about the sword.
yeah,
One will be more about the knife, or more tactical gun, or So that's the great thing about being a student and learning from all of them.
yeah,
Opportunity, even if it's just one opportunity here, another opportunity there, it's so valuable and especially as when you get that foundation down, and you get the information and you get to build that up more. And it's a personal thing too, because, you're taking in the things that are applicable to you,
sure,
because you're
sure.
thinking about some people are tall, some people are short, so you need to like find that what is best for me, and that's what you're taking. You think about JKD, and it's like you're taking, I'm taking this works for me, this works for me.
Right,
Same
right,
thing with my teachers, and it's a personal thing. I don't have a school, I don't promote. I have my guys that I train with, and I do it because I love it. I love, you know,
yeah.
just the people,
So, all right. So let's, so far as, um, what, yeah, before we get on to the demo, and plus I also want to cover, how people can contact you, get a hold of you, social media, et cetera, all that. Again, because I'm gonna have two sections of this, unfortunately, but
yeah.
I'll make do. I mean, it is what it is. Um, what, what do overall focus? It doesn't have to be necessarily physical content. It could be methodology. It could be, just things that really resonate with you. Maybe they told you, but like overall, like what have they instilled in you? Just again, it doesn't necessarily have to be physical techniques, but like what have you gotten from them that's helped you grow as a person from both Guru, Ariel, and Dino?
Um, uh, the the culture, the lineage, um, withstanding everything that they teach me physically, like I said. But to me, like the more I learn, the more I come to love, the Philippines, the people of the Philippines, the masters in the Philippines. So, because this is as far as I say, this is their art, and I have to honor their art.
Yeah,
It's the most important part of making sure that I represent the way that it's meant to be represented.
yes,
My teachers have they have the ways they want me to learn, and the timeline, because this is a lifelong, this is for life. This isn't just, hey, I'm going to do this quick seminar and then, hey, thank you, I'm done, and then go on to the next. This is, like I said, this is about lineage. This
mm,
is about ensuring that the art doesn't disappear.
yeah,
So that's basically why I stopped teaching JKD. I solely focus on what I learn from uh, Guru Ariel and Guru Dino, and whoever else in that group gets to show me things.
yeah. I totally agree.
Yeah, I mean, so like lineage, probably, because like I said, and this is about that. It's about the lineage, and I
Yeah,
want to make sure from Grandmaster Illustrissimo on down to even my son here.
sure.
It's still taught the same as best as I can, and the as I learn, obviously, the more he will learn. So that is, like I said, that's the greatest part of this. Experiencing it with my son and being able to pass this on.
Yeah,
So
no, I mean that you can actually do it with your family members. Yeah, to me, I told you, to me, it's about keeping the integrity,
yeah,
like the way it was given to you and all that, and just keeping the integrity of the system. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Like what's been passed on to you, so it doesn't get lost in translation. It doesn't get watered down. It doesn't
yeah,
take a flavor that was never there in the first place.
yeah,
Because that, unfortunately, that's happening in some systems today that weren't originally designed as what you're seeing today and what have you. And yeah, so to me, that's, and especially with respects to the art of like Illustrissimo and Caballero and all that, like, those have to be like kept pure, in my opinion, you know what I mean? So, but okay, how about, like I said, because I want to cover, there's gonna be two sections, like 30 minutes, just about there. What you have planned? Again, doesn't have to be big and all that, but I guess before you show the demo, why don't you go into what you've been working on your son with?
um, what, as far as the demo is concerned, well, to me,
I mean, just in general, like what have you been past?
foundation, foundation.
Okay,
Making sure his foundation is solid. Because we say you can't build a house without a solid foundation.
yeah,
So we got
yeah,
to
no,
make sure, one, that he understands what he's getting involved in, where it
yeah,
comes from, who it came from, you know, what the lineage of who's involved, as from here from A to to A to Z, whatever, right? And then we grow, and then we start getting um, what's the word I'm looking for? Uh, realistic. I mean, he needs to understand that he's 13. At any time, somebody can just come and try to snatch him up.
I
And
know it's
basically what
terrible
I'm,
to think
yeah,
about. Yeah.
but I mean, it's reality, unfortunately. Especially for younger teenies, and
Exactly.
younger kids. You know, so and like with him, the drill I'm going to do is just about awareness. I just want him to be aware.
Yeah.
And if somebody comes at him, I just want him to be ready and be quick and aware. And it's just a very simple drill, but it's just about him being quick to react.
And getting home safe. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely. He's an
Yeah.
athlete. So I told him, react quick, run.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
hero. There's no hero. Just get home to me.
No.
You
Right.
know?
At that age, there's no cowards. Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah. No. 100%. Yeah. His job is just to get home safe. So, with that being said, I mean, I know you mentioned foundation. So is that ranging from anything from like empty hand to like what do
Yeah.
we've been
Angle,
covering?
the footwork, angles, movement, just your base. And that's the thing, because he's 13. I don't want to overwhelm him,
No, no, no. Right. Make
you
them
know?
disinterested. Yeah. Right. Right.
Yeah. So I just want to make sure that the principles that are instilled in me from my teachers start to, trickle down into him, where I don't overwhelm him, yet
Hmm.
he's still kind of learning, at his pace, because, he's 13.
Yeah. He's got
What's the
interest.
first thing? They're not thinking about Lameco. They're not thinking about Illustrissimo when they wake up. They're thinking about Xbox, you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. So,
And
yeah.
it's like,
No,
it's trying to balance that, like, okay, when does he
yeah.
want to learn? When he doesn't want to learn? So, that's just about, having him slowly work his way into it, because this is the thing. I mean, the way he's at now, he's going to be way better than me.
Yeah.
I mean, I hope now,
Yeah.
but with him,
Yeah.
it's just, he's such an athlete, and he's so fast and quick that I just want to, this is his evolution, and it's slow, just like my evolution is slow.
Yeah.
I'm not in any rush. you know.
No. Right. Nor should he be. Right.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, he's got his whole life, and he's got her interest, and
yeah,
yeah. Right. Because I mean, one of the things, and I don't want to jump off subject, so I definitely want to get into the demos, but you got these parents, unfortunately that it's almost like they're living vicariously through their kids, and you know what I mean. And you
yeah,
can't, you know what I mean. It has to be a happy marriage of interest, and then you instilling, and that happy marriage, in my opinion, has to exist.
yeah.
So
It was
yeah.
funny. My son got mad at me a couple weeks ago because, well, a month ago, whatever. We were supposed to have that seminar in Las Vegas, and he found out he wasn't going because
Oh,
he wants to start going with me on my trips.
oh,
So he was a little upset that he wasn't going to Las Vegas.
so no
So
gambling,
with that,
no
yeah, no.
gambling.
I've actually never gambled in Vegas since since traveling
I
out to
just
Vegas.
did. So
Yeah, I
yeah,
haven't
so
been. I don't gamble. So, and then he's been out. He's been out there actually with us once. So now he wants to be part of it.
no,
So,
fantastic.
but
Hmm.
also with that being said, I told him, if you want to play with the big boys, you got to train like the big boys.
Yeah,
So, and I always I remind him of that when he's not feeling up to it.
yeah,
And, I'm like, well, you want to go out and train with us, you gotta step up.
yeah. You got to put the time in. But again, I mean, 13.
Yeah.
So what do you guys have in mind? Let's get ready for the show. What you guys
This is a little drill Guru Ariel showed me when I first started training with him.
oh,
Um,
looking forward to it.
yeah, we're just doing it's just little just reaction.
Sure.
No, you can leave him there. No, leave him there. Can you see?
No, actually, right now, if you guys don't, pretty good actually. If you guys are right in that area, perfect.
That's good. Can you see? All right. So basically, say we're going in like medium range,
Yeah.
right? So basically, I'm just trying to attack his gut. So he wants to try to stop me from getting his gut. So he's just got to be quick. So he's
Yeah.
just got to try to counter. and he's gonna try to hit my hand or check. See, no. So we're just trying to tag back and forth, but we can't advance, and we basically have to stay in this spot. So
Okay.
we can even challenge ourselves. We go out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right. So it's just about getting in there, finding openings.
No, I like it.
And
Yeah.
I want him to react quick. Yeah. No. Quicker. Come on. Come on. Don't move. And these are rolled up newspapers or little magazines.
Yeah, but so it works. Yeah. No, I love drills like that work attributes and stuff. That's fantastic.
There you go. There you go. Come on. There you go. Goodbye. Come on. Anyway, we could go on forever with that, but it's just I just want him to work his speed and his reaction. I just want him to react. So whether it's right or wrong, I mean, we we'll mix it up. We just want to make sure I'm just trying to get him to react. Because like I said, you don't know. Somebody could just turn around and swing on you. These days, people are just hitting you for no reason.
Yeah. No, I love it. It involves perception to reaction. To me, that's like you can never, it's infinite. You know what I mean? You can always develop it more acute at a higher sense. Now, I'm a big fan of anything like that where you have to stand your ground and induce failures and stress. And I'm a fan. So and that was from Eric. That was from Guru Ariel.
Yeah, that was one of the first things he showed me. He even showed me how to like get these little magazines and roll them up and tape them up. And he said, get the knuckles or whatever, and just we get a little more violent. That was kind of mild in what we do. I don't want, like I said, I don't want to give up too much information. Because we do have rules, and I have to abide by those rules like all of us rest. And this lineage has, once things done a particular way.
That's what I love about these systems. You're held accountable.
Yeah.
Imagine that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And that's the thing. And that's the thing about this, about, like I said, you have the different worlds. You have like the JKD world. And in this case, this is the world I'm in. This is the focus that I have. And, this is, I can't worry about all these other, this is my focus. And if I want to follow this path, then I need to follow the path correctly and how it's intended. And that's how it's going to be.
I think people and systems having accountability for their students and reps, I think, is actually a really, really good thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It molds behavior. It molds your conduct on social media. You know what I mean? Yeah. I think more is needed, in my opinion. So I'm a fan of that. So
So if I'm kind of like redirecting the question sometimes, is because some things I just I don't feel comfortable answering.
I get it. I know what's going on. I get it. Yeah. I get it. That's why I'm kind of like water, just kind of Yeah, I definitely get it. For folks who want to get a hold with you, he could tell you, but then you have to kill you, Mike Frazier.
Yeah. And you know what? Can I kind of say something about that?
Sure, please do.
There are some people out there who, I don't like to say the word steal the art, but they'll pawn it off, and they pawn it off as theirs. And I'm sure you know some people who have, like, say, Illustrissimo, and they'll say that this is theirs, this is their system or whatever, Yeah, and it's like, well, you know what? Yeah, you can do that, but you know what you lose?
Yeah.
Such in my case, like, I had access to train with Guru Dave. I had access to train with other members of that SOG group.
Yeah.
And if you sit there and try to take something and make it yours, like, hey, I am the uh, Kali Silicissimo group, and I started taking it and saying it's mine. Now all of a sudden, I lose all of the information, all of that knowledge that I had access to. And like, here you go. That's great. You just made money off of it, but we're never going to teach you again because you
Yeah.
didn't honor us. This is you're supposed to honor,
No, it happened to somebody in the Kali Susimo world, and I'm not gonna say his name,
yeah,
but I'll just in short, it
yeah.
catches up with you.
Yeah,
You
and that's
know,
like,
yeah,
and some people have actually reached out to me since they knew I was, was on, we are going to have this, and I want them to understand, as people who want to get into uh, one of these systems, and be invited. You have to remember this. This is sacred.
yeah,
This is, like I said, I have the honor to learn under these masters.
yeah,
And you have to hold that sacred,
yeah,
and some people don't, but I just want anybody who was going to, you just remember that this is, remember where it comes from. you know
yeah, yeah. You
honor, yeah,
know,
honor the Philippines, honor the people of the Philippines, honor the masters, and that's always, just make sure that it's one straight line. This is what it is, and you keep on that line, because if you don't, you lose all the access you have. And it's not just, you're not just learning Lameco from some people. They also have what they came in with. So some of these teachers have that experience. So you're getting to learn other things
yeah,
other
like
than just Lameco. So, that's great. You just made a buck off of, calling it your system, but you're never going to get it again. So, like I said,
no,
some people who want to
unfortunately,
learn or just jump into somebody, patience, you
yeah,
know,
yeah,
I still have to be patient, I mean, eventually I want to grow. I want to be respected by, my teachers, by somebody like Guru Dave. Somebody, I want to have that respect, and I want people to, respect me for that. And
mm,
that's all I ask for. I don't care about fame and glory and stuff, but I just, how it is. You know somebody by the way they fight. Somebody can sit there and say, "Oh, I've been a student of." In your case, hey, I've been a student, Guru Dave, for 20 years. And then the guy wants a bean, goes to one seminar, and all of a sudden it's like, you didn't train under Guru Dave. It's
no,
like,
it would,
you
yeah, it
know,
would
yeah,
definitely jump.
they call
Yeah,
themselves students of, so, and then they try to, like, oh yeah, I'm a master in Illustrissimo, I'm a master in Lameco. Like, you went to like two seminars. So
yeah.
it's a
A lot
tricky
of those
world. And
people,
I hate if I insult anybody, but for the young
no, no,
people,
no, I get what you're saying. A lot of those people,
yeah,
they're just they're self-serving, and unfortunately they have their own agenda, which usually it's just not good. It's really about them, not about the lineage, not
yeah,
about what's been handing down to them, not about others. They're
yeah,
just generally speaking very self-serving people.
yeah,
And I say it will and does catch up with you. You know what
yeah,
I mean? But it is unfortunate though. But
yeah,
unfortunately, you just can't control some people.
yeah.
But so well, this is again, this is great. Again, I'm gonna have two sections of it. I'm gonna see how I can piecemeal together. I'm gonna see Dwight might be able to have some insight on that. But worst case scenario, worst case is that basically there'll be two on YouTube, uh, kind of like a part one, part two, is what I might have to do, unfortunately. But let me play around with it before I know for sure. But either way, you'll be seeing YouTube, either two YouTube links or just one. You know, um, so hopefully it'll just be one of them kind of joined together. But
Yeah,
again, I got to kind of see how that works and all that.
yeah.
It's still kind of a learning curve for me, even. But before we conclude, anywhere like any social media you want to leave me where I can list it if somebody wanted or to get a hold of you or anything in regards to that?
All right. Well, Facebook one. I used to have a website, but I shut that down.
Okay,
Um,
Facebook. Okay.
um, Also, you can the Cultural Arts Foundation, or the it's changed now. Apologies. Um, what is it?
CNR.
Yeah, I think it just changed. Anyways, the Cultural Arts Training Foundation,
Cultural training.
www.theculturalarts.net.
Okay.
That is Lance Parvin at Guru Ariel. It's the nonprofit, and basically, I'm actually on there. I do some chefing, cook some meals. So you can contact me through there also. Lance is
Okay.
out here. Yeah, we worked with veterans. I worked with the Spina Bifida Resource Network, and we work, with the CAT Foundation. So I worked with people with limited mobility and teach them how
All
to defend
right.
themselves. Yeah, I mean, so, but basically, Facebook is the way to go right now.
Facebook
For
being the
now,
best.
though.
Okay. Okay.
And then basically after, I'm still in the instructor training, so not, when I become more official, when I become official, then I hope to open up a bigger school, because then I want to promote Filipino martial arts,
Fantastic.
the history, the culture, the people, and the art. And then and I also, and work with kids, because somebody like me, and this is, like I said, such a big important thing with me and my son. It's important to me because I was like a latchkey kid. I didn't have the opportunity, and my goal is to open a school. And I want to be able to have an opportunity to teach kids who can't afford training, and I want to be able to, teach them free
Fantastic.
through the nonprofit. You
Yeah.
know,
We
so
need more of that because it's so beneficial for the kids. Not only that, like I have a kids class, which is just the action flex stick and all that. But you know what though? It's keeping the interest going with the younger population
yeah,
because we're getting overrun by MMA, BJJ,
yeah,
your traditional arts, and all that. I mean, we're not ranking even close to them as far as popularity, exposure, or interest. I mean, we're
mhm,
getting killed. So we have to get the younger generation involved.
yeah,
So I'm with you on that. I hope that works out for you too. Yeah, because we need it. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, and because of that, like I said, when I said it earlier, the family part of it, and I know like the martial arts family in general is a huge thing, but like I said, it's that culture, because I got love. There was love when I came into the organization. Go to Ariel, go to Dean. There was just love, and that's what I really like that to promote, that it's not just about the art. So when I have, like, with people I work with, that's that's probably what people enjoy most about me, is because I have this family oriented, like we do little seminars, and teaching improvised weapons or something like that, and it's a family affair, and that's how I want everybody to see it. So as I promote Filipino martial arts and the culture, that they understand that it's a family concept. It's a
Mm-hmm.
and that's a big deal to me, and
How it
like
basically
you said,
started
with
off
the
with there.
kids, the youth, and seeing what can be to promote it.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. No, I think that's fantastic, and I wish you the best of luck with it.
Thank you.
Again, anything to bring exposure to the younger population.
Yeah,
Um, I'm all for. You know what I mean? To get their interest going and all that. You know what I mean? So, but again, I want to thank you for coming on and doing this. Sorry for the interruption, but this whole week has been nothing but just tech issues.
yeah.
Like I said
Nah,
last week.
it's the time. Hey,
I know.
can I promote two more websites real quick?
Oh
Uh,
yeah, please
uh,
do. Sure.
backyardlamenco.com if you want to learn more about
Yeah, okay,
the
well,
lineage. Backyardlamenco.com.
backyard. Okay, backyard. Okay.
Mandarigma.org for more information about the culture, about
Yeah.
Filipino martial arts, the history, and all of our grandmasters and teachers.
So we got backyardlameco.com, which I'm familiar with, and the other one I'm also familiar. I just got to make sure I got the spelling correct on that one. And that was
Mandarigma,
the second
MANDIRG, uh, IMA, yeah, .org.
.org. Okay, I know I've been on both. So, but yeah, no, I'll definitely, absolutely, sure. Um, but again, I want to thank you and Gavin, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Thank you for helping out with the demo.
Welcome.
That was awesome. Thank you, and thank you for hanging around with your with Pops. All right, guys. Well, again, I thank you, and I'll be in touch as far as when I'm going to post this. It might delay could be because I just got to try to find out if I can piece them or they got to be kind of two separate things there, and I'm hoping for one, but I think Dwight's going to have more info on that than me, or somebody that's technically sound.
Yeah, because
Which is again, I'm still learning. Yeah, on the learning curve.
It's a strange. The whole online training is a strange thing to me now. Like I said, we're so used to being so hands on. You know.
I know, but the reality is, I think we're going to be seeing this till June.
Yeah, probably. Unfortunately.
Yeah. Regardless, I know, because there could be a lot of stir crazy people. But all right, guys. All right. Well, thank you, brother.
Thank you for having me. And Gavin.
No, my pleasure. No problem. All right, guys. Have a good night. Stay safe.
You too.
All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.